Hey Virgos, how are you, my lovely souls? Here we are with your month to month reading for 2021. I know we're pretty much halfway through January, but nevertheless, this does take a lot of time, and I'm glad that you guys are still here with me and just awaiting these messages. So, no more holding back. What's going on with January? I see Cancer, I feel. What does this have to do? Is this your fifth house? I'm trying to think. We have Aries, Taurus, Gemini. So your fourth house is pretty much what you're paying attention. Your placements there. If you have access to your natal chart, fertility, which is the same as the Empress card in tarot. Pretty much how you're nurturing yourself, how you're planting that seed, how you're nurturing that seed. Are you feeding it? Are you giving it light? Are you giving it water? Are you giving it room to breathe? For very, very, very few people, maybe you guys are just finding out you're pregnant. So if that's the case, let me know, awesome. But for very few, of course, if you haven't found out yet, then this message is not for you, right? Love where you are in life. So at the end of the day, hey, where you have came on this journey, what have you done? What have you pretty much possessed already? It's time for you to say, you know what? Give yourself the pat in the back, that recognition, that time to say you are love. You have been showing love. You've been putting in that work. You can feel what your accomplishments. Feel it deeply. Appreciate. Show appreciation. Keep nurturing how far you have come. Let's see what's going on. Sorry, I like to keep track of it. With February, you guys have Libra, I balance, the seventh house. See what kind of placements you have there. The ruled by the planet of Venus. See where your Venus is at in your natal chart. Hope, which is also pretty much your desires, your wishes. This is the same as the star card, Aquarius also energy. Also could see where your placements of Aquarius is, and also it's awesome because this is the age of Aquarius that we're feeling, also taking leadership, being a leader in your life. I don't want to say like being a rebel, but pretty much going against what you're used to going against your own grain. Giving and receiving, so back and forth, pretty much. The balance, the same way you have be giving, those same way, that you give to others, the way you give back to maybe your community, to your friends, to your family, to your loved ones. Maybe it's time to also say, hey, you know what? I have hope that me putting all this work, I will be receiving. And guess what? Yes, you have. The fact that I see that here with the seed, the fertility, it is awesome. All of this is coming. It's looking like abundance. This is a really nice way to start off the year so far. So your wishes, your desires, I feel like there will be a balance. If you haven't gotten them so far, you will be getting them. You will be showing signs of them. March. And that reminds me too, because my brother, he's a Virgo, and they're expecting a kid. So the whole family's excited, and it's February, so I could see that happening. The giving and receiving part of it. The 12th house, escape, the last house of the zodiac, pretty much dealing with the Pisces energy. You're escaping. And then I see light, the sun in reverse. What are you trying to escape at this point? If things have been going so well, why in March are you guys, what do you got? Oh, so what is this? Specificity, I guess, matters. So what is this saying? Narrow it down. Okay, so the universe pretty much saying, hey, be specific about you want. Sorry, I was taking the time to read what it said here. Be specific about you want. The reason why a lot of things may be stalling or might not be coming into the way you want it to, even though here you are destined to have wonderful things in your hands already from the beginning. It's probably because you guys have been procrastinating, maybe taking the time to escape, maybe good things happen and you guys just forgot about responsibilities for a little bit. So make sure also that, you even when you ask for the good things, maybe these things are good in just in the meantime, but not for the long term. And maybe you have to be very specific about what you ask, especially maybe you got some things here that you wanted, but then you're like, oh gosh, I'm still missing some things. And maybe it's because you wasn't as specific as, or didn't see it and play it out to see what else you may have needed to ask of the universe. And now saying, you know what, before you go about asking and procrastinating and being lazy about what you want to ask, go ahead, find the light, find the brightness. The sun is also ruled by Leo, so you need to be maybe aggressive, go after what you need to, be the king or the queen of the jungle and do what you got to do, and be specific with what you want in your life and how you want it to play out. And you guys are very specific with things, so I don't know what it is that you guys have been probably not doing much of in that time. Then for April, we have Venus, love. So again, we guys had Libra when it came to the second month, February. Now I see in April, 2 months later, you're again, love, Venus. Check where your Venus is at in your chart if you have access to it. Material and spiritual prosperity, and then surprise. So it's pretty cool because I at least here I feel like you went from receiving to giving to appreciating what you've got to now like, hey, now you're gonna get even more surprise. There's more things coming your way if you just keep up the good work. And again, I like the way this has been panning out, because for some of the other signs that I've read so far, they have had it to where they have to work. So I feel like a lot of the things that you guys have put into play and worked on will pay off. You will see the material things, you will see the prosperity, you will see growth in your spiritual life, surprises after surprises. Just love yourself through the process. Make sure that you pay attention to your partnerships, wherever that may be around that time. Then we're left over here. We're going with May. So I see the 8th house, endings and beginnings. So this has to do with that Scorpio energy, that death card in tarot cards. Endings, a tower moment where things have to come to an end. There's something that you may have to put to an end that you are not. Mayhem. So sometimes in order for good things to manifest, to come in, there's some old habits, there's some bad habits that you may have to put to an end. Some partnerships, again, and coming from somewhere where it was like partnerships and love and things like that, just be careful. Movement, choices, decisions. Maybe there was something that you was waiting for to come in and it just didn't happen, and maybe you just have to switch it up, because in order for you to get those things that you been wanting and looking forward to, and this is fiery energy also, the mayhem has to happen. It hasn't happened yet. Some mayhem, the transformation, endings, the tower card. When the tower comes all down and like a wrecking ball, then it gives you time to give you what? New beginnings. So be on the lookout to see what it is that you may, along these first 4 months, even though good things seems like to be happening, just make sure you don't go blind and not see what's happening. There might be something that might be trailing that you may have to get rid of, that you are just not paying attention, and the universe is going to let you know, like, hey, you know what, I think it's time to let this go. Then for June, we have the 7th house, partners. Wow. So there we go. We had it, you guys have it almost every 2 months. So we have Libra over here, then we skipped what is this one, and then we went straight to Venus over here, which has to do again with the 7th house, the partnerships, Libra, Venus, and now we are left here again with the 7th house, partnerships. So what kind of relationships are you guys having with people? Rejoice and celebration, growing success. And this is in the reverse. This is like the 3 of Cups, when you're not like really celebrating with somebody, you're not being in a celebratory type of feeling. There's nothing to celebrate. Why? What kind of relationships you are having with people that is just stagnant, that is not going anywhere, that is not serving your purpose, that is stunning your growth? Feels like once you cut that out of your life, growing success, and I feel like especially in your finances, you may grow. Maybe you have to cut the ties between you and some doctors that are not good for your health. Maybe you need to cut some ties with the relationships you have with some family members. Maybe they're just toxic, and you just need to just, not really cut them out of your life, but make sure you just limit your time and what you do and the energy you put into it. Again, 7th house, see your placements. If you have access to your natal chart, please check to see what kind of planets and placements you have in your 7th house, because it's basically telling you need to pay attention to what you need to do there in order for growing success, in order for you to be somewhere where you are successful and you are celebrating, because something is definitely stopping there. What kind of relationships is it? this a relationship with your bank? Is this a relationship with your gardener or whoever is supposed to be the maintaining your house, and they're just going to cause trouble, you know, things like that. On to July, we have, what is this? Virgo and I analyze. So midway through the year, you guys find yourself your type of energy. So that is like the 6th house, right? The 6th house. Also, you guys are run by Mercury, so check those placements in your charts if you do have access. Followed by shadow in the reverse. So this is like the moon uncovering things already that are coming to light. And magic of pretending. Okay, how do you manifest? How do you make things happen? By talking of it into existence already, like in the tense that it's already happened. And I think you're coming out of that, of knowing how to do that. You have to make sure you analyze the things that you haven't gotten so far and why you haven't gotten it yet. But I feel like you're coming out of that, like, okay, isolation moment. I am going to just make sure that I go deep within and find out what it is, because moon is also emotions. What have you uncovered? Things that you have really, taken under a microscope to analyze and say, you know what, I need to handle this, because if I don't take care of this, then how am I going to have the space to make the magic happen? I want to have the space to pretend like it's already happening when I'm so focused on other things, the things that were kind of covered that I wasn't paying attention. So it feels like you guys are definitely going to be doing, maybe some of you guys are going to be doing shadow work, working on past traumas and, things that might be holding you back from your upbringing, from your parents, from past horrible experiences, to those who believe in past lifetimes and so forth. On we go to August. So the end of what is it? Yes. The end of August, should I say, we are met with your energy also. So I got a little bit confused because I was like, wait, we had Virgo here, but that's because, no, over here is more like still the Leo energy. But Virgo is met towards the end of August, and this is focusing on the 10th house, the world, which I like too. I feel like two other signs already had this. The Wheel of Fortune is also number 10 in tarot, so I kind of like it. I see it as both as the world, the ending of everything coming to a completion, fruition, and now it's like finishing one thing, opening up doors for other things, and disconnecting boredom. And see, bingo. So I see that inner peace. So I think right now I feel like for the first half of the year, you guys have really successfully probably obtained a lot of things that maybe you just worked hard on, you just didn't know you was going to get. And here the universe met you, yes, with some obstacles and things that you guys had to internally, dig deep in order to like put together, organize, and say, hey, I see why this is happening. I see what I had to do. I see where I had to clean up when it comes to some relationships I had in my life. The making things happen. But now, hey, now that you feel like you're there, you're starting to feel like, okay, I feel like I kind of got the world in my hands. A lot of things is going well for me, but I'm also starting to feel a little disconnected, a little bored, because now it feels like you got too much. So once that starts happening, you like disconnect from the world. You're thinking off to the side. You start thinking about isolation. But even if you are going to do that, make sure you focus on your inner peace. Maybe that is something that you decide to focus on instead of focusing so much on the outside world and your materialistic stuff, your house, the cars, the bills, you're having food on the table for your family members, doing whatever that is that you feel that makes you feel stable and grounded in this world, in the material world, in the tangible world. Now it's time to focus and organize yourself in how to do it in the, looking for inner peace, looking for your mental peace, looking for things that you definitely cannot touch physically or just go by metaphor, that you have to just dig deep. Maybe do some yoga, read, journalize. Again, with the shadow work, I feel like journalizing is also good too, or journaling. So we move on to September. The beginning of September, we are focusing with your energy also. The 9th house, faith. So that's pretty cool. So what is that? That is Sagittarius energy. And what is this? Faith, again, the optimism of a Sagittarius. Pay attention to where your Sagittarius placements may be, where your 9th house is. And then we have recognition and reward. fiery energy. Pretty much like, you know, if you made a decision, you decided to do the work that you had to do again. First half of the year, you guys will have a little bit of up and down, but not as much as I've seen other signs go through. But you guys are already heavily rewarded from the beginning. There's a lot of positive things happening. Ultimate love. So I guess in order for you to feel complete, have faith that more things shall happen, but your next goal to feel like you have triumph is that you're going to feel fulfillment. You're going to have recognition and rewards as long as you give yourself and find the ultimate love of yourself. Okay, forgive others. That's the ultimate type of love. When you forgive others, you forgive yourself. So that's pretty cool and positive. On we go to October. So October, we are met here with the 4th house energy and roots, Cancer energy. Again, you're feeling how, you know, how we talked about the moon over here. I believe you guys had, Cancer at the beginning, feeling. So almost, I want to say a little bit more than 6 months into the year, you guys are going to be tapping into the first thing that January was talking about, your feelings, your emotions. Virgos out of the mutual signs, you guys have feelings, but you guys cover it. You guys don't know how to express it. Some people feel like you have no feelings or no emotions, or it could just be described as other things, but it's not that. It's hard for you guys to really, you know, put it into words for people to understand, show the feelings the way they need to be felt, or I guess transcribed into. And guess what? Because of that, because you're gonna dig deep into your roots, the transformation, I feel like here you are maybe being a little bit resistant of what you have to do, but in order for you to have that transformation happen, the only way that you're holding your back is the way you show your gratitude, the way you thank the world, the way you thank you. I like how this looks. The way you thank you is a big one. Is the way you show the universe, you show God, you show your appreciation to you being here, you being part of this world, you still having another chance to make a difference within your life and making a difference within the world, because we all part of this puzzle, no matter how small you or how many people there are still in this world. We are here for a reason. If we're still here standing, if you're still listening to this message, there's a reason why you're here. But things you're holding back from other transformation, other better things happening to you, even more greater things happening to you, because you're still having accepted even, hey, you got to thank yourself. You have done a phenomenal job. Thank the universe by thanking yourself, by loving yourself. Thank the universe by thanking it also. Your earth sign. Thank it by planting and plant. I always say that. I don't know why. Going out, dancing in the rain, putting your feet on the grass. On we go with November. So with November, we have the Pisces, I believe, energy. Look at your 12th house, where your placements of Pisces is. Also know that this is the polar opposite of you. So just know that sometimes, hey, you guys could be so critical about things and practical about things and so analytical and observant, and just don't really give your time to really say, you know what, I trust in myself. Trust. I know, I feel like I could do this. I believe I could do this. It's time to put some of those practical, logical things aside and also give you the sense of I believe, because once you start believing, you manifest. You enjoy. If you start enjoying the journey more, guess what? Foundation and achievement. This is a beautiful card. I love seeing this. So I don't even know what else to say. It's such a beautiful thing. Just please believe in the process. Please believe in the journey, no matter what happens. You guys overall have had a really good reading. Let's see what it says towards the end of the year, the last month. A lot of people were doing a lot of repairing, so it's pretty nice that you guys got a lot here going. Taurus, I have Taurus energy, 2nd house energy, ran by Venus, more Venus energy. Again, what are you owning? What do you have? What is your self-worth? And at the end of the year, this is what you're feeling, because at the end of the day, you're getting rid of the memories of loss of something that you feel like you had to like hold on to. There was things in the past that hurt you, and you're getting rid of that hurt. You're getting rid of those bad memories of those things that are holding you back, that you wasn't learning from. That even though they served you served your purpose, you were holding on to it for nothing. Not even like really understanding the lesson and just holding on to it just to hold on the weight. After now you realize, and you did the healing, you did the process, you enjoyed a lot of things, you manifested, you did inner peace. You're enjoying new habits and letting go of bad habits. Hey, guess what? You're going to own. So that is a beautiful way to end the year of 2021. So I have lots of faith in you guys. As far as your love is concerned, I only took one card for the energy of the year, and it says forgiving and learning. So again, forgiveness and learning might be a new habit to learn. You know, forgive and learn the things that you have put yourself through that maybe you were responsible for. Forgive yourself. Forgive others for things that are out of your control too, that if they have done to you. What are you surrendering to? Surrendering to obsessive thinking. My critical and analytical folks. So look at that. Surrender. That is your message for the year, because guess what? That's how you surrender to your, inner peace, finding that inner peace. Another daily habit that you have to really work on. Then we have the wisdom card. Wisdom card, I see judgment. I think it also comes with the surrender of overthinking, obsessive thinking. You're forgiving and learning just judgment, letting go of what others have done, why others act the way they do, because it's not in your control. The partnerships over here that you had to really pretty much let go. I'll read what's on the bottom. It says, understand that even you has their own unique path and challenges. So there you go. You can't judge others because you have your own unique path. Even if you feel like you've gone through more than others or not, no matter what, we are all the same. And the affirmation for the year for you guys is, I have everything I need right now for an abundant life. I had to read off to the side. I know it's a little bit blurry and I'm sorry. But with that being said, I wish you much love, much blessings, much peace. And I hope that you take a lot of this stuff and just, apply. It's like a sneak peek into the year. Get on it, guys. Chop, chop. Bye.